Imagine you want to test out 5 different AI app ideas, fast. Instead of building 5 separate projects, what if you had one platform designed to spin them up instantly, where every improvement compounds across the whole system? Hi, I'm Matt, a software engineer turned entrepreneur. I build AI apps I need and share what works. My goal is to place lots of small bets, build apps quickly, see what resonates, and create multiple income streams. In this video, I'll show you how I set up my platform to make that possible. We'll cover 3 things: how I keep authentication really simple with OTP, how I route subdomains in Next.js for multiple apps, and how I auto-generate waitlist pages for each new app just by editing a config file. For authentication, all users have to do is enter their email, they get a one-time password, they plug it in, and they're in. This experience is frictionless for the user since they don't have to manage a password. This approach makes it simple for the developer to maintain and leaves the door open for additional auth providers in the future. Next, let's talk about how each app lives in its own subdomain, keeping the user experience clean while still running on a single platform. So if I open the app directory, you can see that each one of these apps uses its own subdomain. The front-end code for each one of these subdomains maps to its own folder in Next.js's app router, and Django ties everything together with session authentication on the backend. From the user's perspective, it looks like separate tools. For me, it's all one codebase. Pro tip, if you're using Django, make sure to specify these 2 fields so a user doesn't have to re-authenticate for every app you build. Now that we've covered auth and routing, let's look at how I spin up new apps in seconds. I have a configuration file for my apps, so when I want to test a new one, all I need to do is add some configuration here for the new app. I'll see that it created a card, along with a waitlist for people to start signing up. This is great because I can start to validate the app before I've even built it. So now we can immediately start testing the new app just by adding some configuration to our Django project. And I chose Django as the backend framework because I'm familiar with it, and also it's designed for the kind of monolith that I'm building. Django has this idea of apps, which correspond perfectly with the apps in my platform. Now I want to talk about the benefits of using a monolith approach, starting with shared infrastructure, which means cheaper and faster iteration. Because I have just one backend service, it doesn't matter if I'm testing 1 or 10 different apps, the cost stays flat. Having one backend service means having just one deployment, so I can ship apps faster with less overhead. Another benefit is having reusable components like this waitlist form, so that whenever a new app is added, it benefits the whole ecosystem, creating this flywheel of compounding improvement. And lastly, building a platform for your apps allows you to tap into an existing user base whenever you launch a new app. The more apps I launch, the larger the audience becomes, and that distribution advantage compounds with every new release. The platform approach completely changed how I think about AI development. Instead of betting everything on one app, I'm systematically testing the market while building shared infrastructure that gets more valuable with each new app. This video is the foundation, the system I'll be using to release a whole series of AI apps. In future videos, I'll demo each app I build, share how I market it, and break down the results, what worked, what didn't, and what I learned. So hit subscribe if you want to follow along as I run these experiments in public. Thank you for watching.